Well, I guess it doesn't matter how much Visine I put in these bad boys. I am toast. A little bit tired, and I think I have some allergy stuff going on, and I look horrible. People all day been asking me, say, Rick, you all right? Looks like somebody punched you in the face. So we're going to do the YouTube sunglass deal because you don't need to look at that. Welcome to the channel. I don't have the order update for you that I thought we were going to have. It's because there's not an order cycle today. Now, there is a second cycle for March for Corvette ordering, but they're pushing that because of the Easter holiday into the beginning of April. And then later in April, we'll have cycles there for what I think will be, we'll talk about that in a second, what I think will be the end of 2024 ordering, and why I feel more confident that is going to be the case. So next week, we'll talk about order constraints and things that you can get, things that you can't get, some items you can get, but in limited quantities. That's what they call a constraint. Yes, this option, this wheel or what have you may be available, but only in this quantity. Suspension included. That's been an on again, off again thing with Z51 and non-Z51. So we'll give you the lay of the land of that next week. Now, next week I'll be at NCM for E-Ray training. So if I don't have a video for you on Thursday, we'll do it on Friday when I get back and talk about it in detail. And actually, I wish I was going to be at the NCM this coming Friday because our past customer, Ryan, is getting his new 24 Z06. Ryan, congratulations, man. I'm sorry I can't be there, dude, but thank you again for the continued business. Thanks for your flexibility. Thanks for just being a cool car guy. I can't wait to see your Z06. So back to talking about buying a Corvette or ordering. That was supposed to be really the subject matter for today's video. But again, because we're pushed out because of the Easter holiday, I want you to keep in mind I've got a couple of Stingrays in stock. I've got some stuff ordered for stock. If you're looking for that information, email me at the address up on the screen. And we're about to order more cars for stock, but we still have slots available for you if you want to order your Stingray and custom build it. I love doing that with you guys because I know if you're going to spend X amount of money, you want it exactly as you want it. And I totally get it, and I totally dig it. Man, I love working with you guys, but unfortunately, in regards to getting a new Corvette when it comes to the subject matter of E-Ray, that has been a growing concern right now. Here's a couple of comments that you guys made in last week's video talking about ordering. I wanted to share this with you because it is a growing sentiment of people's feedback and their perception of the marketplace right now. So here's one from Art Bear. It says, Rick, as far as the E-Ray is concerned, we have the usual GM overpromise and underdeliver. Do you think there's a major issue with the E-Ray and GM can't produce them in 2024 in any kind of quantity? If not, then what the hell is GM doing? And Art, I really don't have an answer for you on that one. Here we are, a couple of months away from the end, what we assume is going to be the end of 2024 production, and there's about 200 E-Rays made so far. Here's a longer one from Great Tools. And again, these were comments on last week's video that you guys can see, and many of you already have and engaged with these viewers. He says, Rick, I don't think people want E-Ray. E-Ray, he says, will be a bigger flop than New Coke back in 1985. GM will be lucky if E-Ray is not the death of Corvette if they don't kill it off fast. It's a good thing that GM isn't building E-Rays and hoping people will buy them, because if they were, it would be exactly how the video game E.T. was, overproduced and ended up in a landfill, and was more or less the end of the Atari Corporation. It doesn't matter how fast it is. Corvette buyers don't care about the E-Ray unless you're on YouTube making videos for the most part. I've not had that opportunity, but I'm going to try next week, sorry. But here's some good feedback. Curious what you guys think about this. They could have sold more Corvettes if they offered a manual transmission option rather than an EV hybrid option. There's so many people that want a manual transmission in a C8, even if it's slower than an E-Ray. The only good thing that'll come out of an E-Ray is that people in charge of this country will see it won't be that easy to take away the gas engines as they thought it would be. Again, I just wanted to share that with you guys because perception is reality. I've talked to a GM insider and they tell me and assure me that everything is fine. Everything's going according to plan. It's good and it's going to get better. But what we're seeing right now is basically no availability, no allocations, and really hardly any cars in people's driveways. And that's what people want to see. So we'll see how we're transitioning. I have a story that I'm working on right now for E-Ray, and I'll share that as soon as I can. There was something else. Oh yeah, 25. So let's talk about 2025 Corvette and why my mindset's changing a little bit. I talked to so many different guys and I'm so thankful that I get some intel. But again, until it's an absolute, until it's presented to us from Chevrolet, it's lip service basically is all it is, guys, but I'm digging, trying to stay on top of that for you. I've heard from very credible sources that they're going to get rid of the HVAC wall inside our C8 Corvettes and push that to 2026. I talked to Corvette blogger off air a lot of times, and what's cool is not only is he a car guy, he's a Corvette guy. We have some fantastic conversations. One day maybe we'll share those with you, but what we were talking about the other day is these pictures that he just shared on his site. Yes, these are CTF cars, and that stands for Captured Test Fleet, where GM executives and employees are driving these, testing these cars. But here's why I think this will be, in fact, the 25. Look at the VIN number that he was able to capture. This is a real VIN number. It doesn't end in EX, which would stand for experimental vehicle. So it means what you're looking at is not the absolute. It is not the final product. Now, is GM really playing games with us? And we're going to find out in a month at the NCM Bash that what we're seeing is really not the 25, and they reveal this big change for 2025? I really don't think so. I'll tell you why here in a second. So what you're looking at is the HVAC wall that looks like, because this is an actual retail VIN, will be on the 2025 Corvette. So the question then comes, what are they going to, they always change something. So what are they going to change for 2025? We'll be on location at the Bash event. So thankful that the GM executives come down and they spend time with us. They spend time with all the owners of the car and the would-be owners of the car. They do great presentations and give us information, but they're also gathering feedback from you guys too. So seeing this interior on a retail 25 production Corvette leads me to believe, and also too, because what I told you guys a long time ago, I'm hearing the launch of ZR1 would be in January. So that means reveal of ZR1. That gives us the winter springtime to order for a 2026. So I think the ZR1 and the new interior come out coinciding together as the new stuff, a mid-cycle refresh to the mid-engine Corvette. How long does the C8 Corvette continue? 28? 29? 30? There's a lot to come, because after ZR1, yeah man, I'm ready for Grand Sport. But again, looking at that VIN number, thank you, CorvetteBlogger.com, looking at the interior of that car, it gives me great confidence that yes, at least because I've talked to very credible sources that have seen the interior, new driver IP, new infotainment system, no HVAC controls down the wall. That's got to be 26, and they could coincide it again with a reveal of a new ZR1. So again, no intel on that. Just really having, you guys want to have real conversations. You want to know what I think? There you go. I just kind of blurted it out there. We'll share that information together. We'll continue to have conversations together as this information develops. But right now, it's more lip service, because we don't have a clue until GM says, oh, by the way, here's what we have. And we're all waiting. It's like, yeah, man, what you got now? What you got now? What you got? Oh. In the meantime, we got a nice car now. And I can't wait to get you behind the wheel. I can't wait to help you to stop dreaming and start driving. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you like this Corvette channel, you like the candor, you like some of the fun and the entertaining things that we do to get your attention, to keep you talking and just draw different perspectives that you go, oh, that makes sense, then subscribe to this channel, man. I appreciate that. Thumbs up the video and hit that bell notification, and continue to make comments down below, because I and everybody else loves hearing from you guys. Thanks for taking the time to do that. Now, coming up on this channel this Sunday is going to be our Coffee with Conti show. Going to share a little bit what we experienced at the Corvette Madness event at Paragon in Iowa, and then actually do the official send-off pats now to Michael's new Z06, and the car he bought his parents has been sitting there since the fall. They're finally going to drive it home together for a great trip, great memories, and 2 Corvettes cruising back from Iowa to Florida. I'm excited to share that with you guys. And then coming up on, let's look a little bit ahead to Tuesday, even though I'm going to be out of town, we are going to have a Tech Tuesday, and you're going to be shocked at the detailed and involved conversation, how long the conversation information was. Can't wait to share it with you because, again, it gives you a better perspective of what is going on in the development stage of a new product, even if it's just a floating center cap. Yes, Corey gives us all the details of what's going on behind the scenes and when in fact they're going to be available. And then we'll finish up with your beautiful rides. If you got a cool ride you want to share, cool creative picture, just a good looking car, I want to see it. First name and what state you're from, email it at the address up on the screen. Thanks for watching today, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you on Sunday.